tongue out like I'm Jordan. Family chant my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm chasing this ring. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I got met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy, every time.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it comes your way next.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Eagles. The defense. Champs led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's get set.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go.
Second and 10.
11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have... As we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
11. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
11.
Third and goal, Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
The Eagles and Jalen Hurts heading back to work. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start first and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give him 30 yards there.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
King.
Hurts.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage to the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
That's caught one more time by Boyd.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
It's complete to Brown, right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, why don't we look at the defense? They came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Ready for the Natty. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Get set. Stop.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And my goodness, another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Herb Smith Jr., 48 yards.
And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brown the motion man right. Now they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead here's Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole...
Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
And he'll get a couple up to the 39.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go, here we go.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow will throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gun. Stop. Here we go, get in the huddle. Stop.
Now Burrow.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins.
47 yards.
And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go, here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And now here is another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's
apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengal offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we watch some different things? That's what we're staring at.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Bengals. Team Higgins, 58 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right.
Touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And my goodness, another interception. And they're going to get the football at the 11-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have opened the lead up to 60. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst.
And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. That is caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins, 42 yards. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. B.J. Hill able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for the Bengals TV.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Over the middle complete. Brad Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
19 yards. First down, Eagles.
But first down, Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here is another interception.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He gets this one to Boyd.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Burrow going to set up the draw.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan is actually good.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts.
Doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Throwing is Hurts.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit,
You're supposed to... There he goes, right side. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 53 yards. And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Hill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half is pretty much